Now we're back. Nice. Oh, that person has a very cool design. Very cool. That's definitely like a main character kind of design. Yeah, I'm pretty sure probably people by now have seen it, but the cinematic for the opening for the cancelled Square Enix gacha game, I think it was called like Missing Link or something. Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts' big problem is the fact that they just don't make mainline titles. So it's like, to be able to understand them, like, oh, we're on like Kingdom Hearts 4, but they made like DS title, gacha game titles, and like all this other stuff. You're like, why don't you just make it on console? Like, why is that hard? And I think everyone should know that, as we discussed yesterday, Square Enix should just not make gacha games in the first place. Yeah, Square Enix cannot be left alone with gacha development since they somehow mess it up every single time. Or live service stuff, generally. I think their best live service thing is Final Fantasy XIV. But yeah, that game, at least the cinematic looked really good. Especially, I think there's like you can find on YouTube, there's like a 4K version of it. Looks super nice. I think was it Square Enix? I think I'm not sure if I think in their earning calls, I'm pretty sure they pretty much like stopped or halted development on all their gacha games or just anything mobile related. I think they got like rid of their mobile division for the most part, because I know that weird Dissidia game is still on mobile, which I'm like, I'm not playing it. Like I try to play a little bit, but it's like this would be better on console. Like trying to play that on your cell phone, it just sucks. I mean, it's also, I think they need to put more effort into making mainline titles for Final Fantasy, not just Final Fantasy, but Square Enix in general, to strengthen their IP, because like right now, like you could go like a decade without them really releasing a mainline title. So if you ask like younger generation, like Gen Alpha, like hey, what kind of Final Fantasy or Square Enix games do you like to like? You might be lucky if they said, oh, 14, I know that. Like before, it was I think it was like 4, 5 years between different Final Fantasies. Now it's like at least a decade. Or look at Kingdom Hearts. I played that, or between the Kingdom Hearts. I think the time gap between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 wasn't that bad, but like 2 and 3 was really bad. Don't know exactly how many years it was between those ones. I know, I mean, I even played the well, not DS. Was it DS? Chain of Memories, that game. There was like the 365 square root or divide by something that game. There was also Birth by Sleep, the PSP/Vita game. I'm not sure it's the PS Vita or if it's just the regular PSP. There were some of the gacha games where like I think like 2 or 3 of them. Which I haven't played it, but I just saw like the people who posted online, and I watched it through that. And now it's like they're trying to make the console version of some of the other games. I'm like, at that point, man, just make a game. Like make a game that details all that, or just make the next title, right? And stop trying to make like a bunch of fluff in the middle. Like if you just make like, okay, your mainline title, right? But also the other ones are on the console where people could play it. Because some of the cell phone games, I don't think they even came out in America. So like whole swaths of story that no one in America knows. Kind of like Final Fantasy Before Crisis. Was it Before Crisis? There was like a cell phone game. 1 or 2. Maybe just 1. But I think Before Crisis was just that one. Yeah, but I think that was only in Japan. So like people in America wasn't able to play it. And that's why some of the characters that are appearing in the remake, you're like, who is this? Because if you played the Before Crisis or know of it, then, but some of the characters I think they do kind of hint at in one of the other PSP games or something like that. So just make it for console. That's my main thing. If they made it for console, it will be fine. Oh, and Square Enix and them unable to make games, but this weekend we'll get the new trailer of Final Fantasy 14. I think it's Saturday. So it'll show one of the new job classes. Then the next one will, of course, they'll show that in October. And after October, we have to wait until January for it to actually release. I think October is probably when I'll start to like fully get back into the game, if not sooner. Then I'll probably just finish up, and a lot of my crafters are at 90, so I might just knock them all out and try to get them to 100 in preparation for the expansion. All my job classes, my fighting job classes, I've already got them to 100, of course. That's why I didn't have to use the deep dungeon to be able to like level them up. Because I already leveled them to 100. Like, I did it pretty casually too. I think it took me like a month, maybe a little bit more. I was like doing it so casually, like I just kind of, the classes that I didn't really like playing, I just did them or leveled them through. I believe it was the front lines. I was like, yeah, front lines will be good enough. Unlike before, where I had to go to Bozja, and that's where I did it. I didn't really mess around too much with the something crescent or the Eureka stuff, so I know that's kind of. It's just like usually the timing of that's bad, or like right when I'm kind of like, oh, I think I just finished it off. Yeah, right when I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I'm not really, no, super hardcore into Final Fantasy is when the Eureka stuff, or it's like the deep dungeon, the new deep dungeon comes out, and it's like right when it's like the lull period when I'm not like playing as much. But I think now I'll be probably playing more once I really get back into it, since unfortunately my other game that I really like, Destiny, is done for. Yeah, we'll just be talking about that game in memory from now on. Like the good times we used to have. Honestly, I think it's just because some of the raids got too complicated because too many people were just saying how easy the raids were. So to make it more like the raiding of World of Warcraft or something, they try to make it like a lot more intricate. And if you make it that intricate, like people who don't have that much time to be like doing raids will never play the damn thing. So I think they should have two versions of the raid. Like there's the day one raid, right? And that raid is not like or people might not know this, but if Waffles was here, he would explain it better. But in World of Warcraft, yeah, pronouncing it wrong. Um, you essentially could like kind of practice the raids before they're officially out. So I think that's what the normal raid of Destiny should have been. Like very easy. Like if you just have like a semi-competent group, they could kind of do it like almost like dungeons, right? You pretty much do it, right? In some areas you could just probably like brute force it. Then like the close to the end of the life cycle of Destiny, they had I want to call it extreme raids, but like the one tier above it, right? And that should be the one that's like really hard to do. And then that's one where like everyone does the world's first raid race with is that one. Or if you really want to, you just bring out that one first. Let them do their world's first raid race. Then bring out the easier one. And then people, since you saw like the harder version, you probably like, okay, I guess this is how the weaker version goes. So then more people will play your content. Uh-oh. Okay, got here in time. Yeah, I just think a lot of people just never raided in Destiny because of that, because it was like, which is too difficult. Unlike the raiding in Final Fantasy, I don't think the raiding in there is quite as like, if you do savage raiding, yeah, it's a little challenging, right? It's like that's the challenging version. But if you just do like regular like raiding, like you just do like the normal version, it's not that bad. Like anyone could pretty much do it. So I think they should like that's what game was with the raids. They should just have like an easy version where everyone just kind of does it, and then the hard version. So then everyone could say, "Yeah, I've done it." Ooh, let me go over here. I think it's here. Yeah, that is my take on raiding and trying to get like normies, because I know a lot of like hardcore players kind of always, I mean, pretty sure everyone's already heard of this, but like they kind of want to go, oh yeah, we need to make it more hardcore. And like, no, but your game won't survive if you don't have casual people playing. Like no matter how hardcore the game is, like, not gonna lie, I kind of think that's what's screwing over Marathon. I think Marathon was a little too hardcore, so then a lot of the casual people aren't playing. Plus, it doesn't help that they killed off Destiny, so like Destiny 2 is just pretty much dead now. So they lost a lot of goodwill. Do I think Bungie's able to bring it back? Like, as in, like, bring back their goodwill? That's tough. I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but I think it'll be very hard for them to bring back, like, all the goodwill they had from before. It didn't help that they're also firing, like, laying off a lot of people, too, so then it's also, like, rubbing people the wrong way. The sad thing is they did it during Final Shape. When Final Shape dropped, that's when they laid off a lot of people. They were like, this Final Shape is actually kind of good. Yeah, it's in that game. I just think there's a lot of the I'm not sure who in the higher ups were messing it up. Well, I'm pretty sure they were. There was someone higher up that was doing some crazy things that screwed everything over. I'm not actually sure who directly is to blame, but that's how it looks like. Why was it they kept on making awful decisions? Because like even when you read like some of the dev notes and stuff that they wanted to do, it's like, yeah, when we want to add something that's fun and we know that the players, they want it or they like, every time I bring it up, they're like, how can this make money? I think if we make a game where people like and they listen to them, they'll be more like eager to open their walls for our little cosmetic stuff. They're like, nah, the thing that you're making, would it make money? And that's how, I mean, I think Square Enix kind of does the same thing. Like every once in a while, like, I mean, it doesn't help that one of the presidents, I'm not sure if the current one, but I know one of them definitely was like, yeah, let's go really all into NFTs. I was like, bro, your company ain't making that kind of money. I think there's another company that did it too, like not NFTs, but or AI. They had like a lot of AI tokens. They used like millions of dollars of AI tokens in 1 month. And they said like the stuff that we have to show for it is almost nothing. So it's like we wasted millions of dollars to do nothing. It's like with that kind of money, we could have just like, I don't know, made like probably 10 characters from the ground up. So instead, we have like what we have to show for it, nothing. If you haven't realized, I'm definitely not a proponent of AI here. Actually, if anything, I'm quite the opposite. I despise it. Like, because I don't think we use AI for anything cool, like, you know, like to make funny little like cat videos that we kind of use that for like, oh, like cats doing kung fu or something, like something like no one really cares about. No, people are just using it for like just pure evil right off the bat. Do not know why. So I think even like sad thing is, well, Google has like Google Gemini. We have like of course OpenAI, ChatGPT, all that. Facebook is trying to make a AI system, or they kind of did, but their AI system is so trash that is like, what's the point of it? I mean, they made the whole like the metaverse. Remember, that's what they call themselves, Meta. It's like you had a cool idea. Oh god, it's just these rich people. As soon as they have a cool idea, they just mess it all up afterwards. Like, yeah, I'll call it this instead. Like, bro, you're not him. Stop. Stop. Get some help. But yeah, there's a lot of them that do that, and that's what we end up with, like some trash ass like ideas. I mean, I'm pretty sure if Square Enix had their way, they would like definitely fuck up 14. The only thing that's probably keeping 14 from not going complete like crazy is because they're like, oh yeah, Yoshi P, you've been bringing in our company like the only positive money probably. Them and the Romancing Saga and the Dragon Quest team. For the most part, every time they do those are pretty good. But yeah, like since he brings in money, they just pretty much they let him get away with like stuff because I'm pretty sure they want to make it like do more monetization, but he's kind of against it, so that's why they just haven't like they haven't went full like nutty mode. Like, I'm pretty sure like man like another 20 years and it's like, oh yeah, if we have, I mean, if the game, I hope the game survives for 20 years, that'd be fun. But yeah, if it does survive that long, I'm pretty sure if Square Enix just has their claws in it, they're like, oh, let's monetize, let's put some NFTs in it. Like, you know, they're planning on doing it. Like, I'm not against them, like, was a try and got new ideas, but like, try out the good stuff. Don't try out new ideas, do something like fun with it. Or just, why don't you have multiple, oh, actually I need to do this one more time. Like, why don't they have multiple teams? So like, you have one team working on Final Fantasy 17, another team working on Final Fantasy 18 and 19, so then you can pretty much bring them out back to back to back. Like, wouldn't that be just, I don't know, for money, just better? But instead of like wasting all their money on like, let's make a gotcha game that no one wants, or we'll get a series that people want another sequel to. We'll make it into a gotcha game. Or like, oh, we have a gotcha game, right? Let's monetize the living hell out of it to alienate our players. Like, there's certain gotcha games that they made that people liked a lot, but then they just kind of like they went crazy with it. So like, it's just I think the biggest, one of the smartest thing they did recently was they made or FFBE into its own standalone console game. That's probably the smartest thing. It's called Resident, or not Resident Evil. Oof. Oh, they pushed back the DLC for that one, but they're to make the DLC longer, so that's always a good thing. I'm definitely buying it. But for yeah, it's called Final Fantasy Resonance. I was like, yeah, just do that for all your other failed gotcha games, and I think you look pretty good. I say that to almost every company. There's a few companies, random companies that have done it where like they said that they're gonna make a standalone like console version or something of the gotcha game after it end of service, and they did. So I can't say every company, but there's a few companies that have done that, and I give them credit. And this is Square Enix's first step at doing it. So we have to wait and see how they handle it. I'm not holding my breath for Square Enix though, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like that. Like that bridge has been burnt a little too much or too often. Like I honestly don't think their Dissidia game on the Gacha Dissidia game, I don't think that's gonna last. Yeah, I'm pretty sure though. I don't even think it'll last like 2 years. I think they might try to push hard until anniversary. I don't think it's gonna really survive after that. And I mean, depending on how low the numbers get, because I think just the save face, they'll not kill it before its anniversary, because that'll look extra stupid if they like, oh, this game can't even survive. So they might artificially like push that game and try to make it survive a few years to say like, hey, we're not that incompetent. I was like, bro, we know it's you, Square Enix. We know you can't make a gotcha game. We know this. I was like, since you know you can't make a gotcha game, just don't. Don't make one of those. Make console games. That's your strong point. Do that. I know, I'm pretty sure a lot of the Kingdom Hearts fans are like, oh yeah, how about this? Don't make any kind of gotcha E games and just make Kingdom Hearts 4. Don't worry, guys. I'm with you. All the people who love Kingdom Hearts and just like, hey, just make a good Kingdom Hearts, not any of that silly stuff you did with 3. Yeah, 3 would just like, since they didn't have a lot of repeatable content like 2 did. 2, you could keep on going back to that world. Like, it fully ended the stories of each like world you went to. Like, you never knew what happened at the Woody story place. In that world, it kind of just ended abruptly. So it's like almost like a half-made game. I mean, I also say that about 13. I think 13 has so much potential. Honestly, I think if they're gonna ever first, I mean, okay. Let's be real. First, I would like to have them remake Final Fantasy X because I love Final Fantasy X. And low-key, I do like 6 a lot. So them making like a Final Fantasy 7 remake style version of Final Fantasy 6, oof. I would even allow them to make that before Final Fantasy 10 because I'm like, 10, I mean, I played it so many times, like I could wait a little bit more for them to let them cook a little bit. But if they made like a remake version of 6, that's just like our Final Fantasy 7 remake, oof. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, at least that's not an NPC. Oh, because it would try to show me a cutscene. That's why it. Okay. I don't know. Oh, our homeboy. Uh-oh. Okay, there. Uh, I found an injured person. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Sorry, guys. I had to lost my train of thought after. Guild quest, world quest, event quest, bond story. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened with that. Okay. Well, that happened. I don't know why it kept on glitching out when it came over here. Sure, the person came back. Okay, I guess not. Oh, if they want to they want to fight, I'll give them a fight. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, one of the elites. Oh, actually, I forgot I already did that. Do I take a photo? Okay. Okay, let me see if I could fly back. I did not mean to do this quest. It just kind of happened. It does not help that it like keeps on like kind of freezing as it goes to the next part of the story or next part of the quest. So yeah, that's not great either. I'm telling you, like the game has gotten kind of like laggier as time has been going on. Okay. None of that, what I just did make any sense, but yeah, for every part of this quest. Oh, Lord. Hmm. There's somebody like a... Oh, okay. Injured girl. One that caused all this problems. Kept on glitching out. Oh, I'm about to kill all these guys. Oh man, I think maybe it's a cutscene. Not cutscene. Little story part. It does not help. I am attacking. Uh, hmm. Oh wow, that was awful. Stop him. Stop them from. Okay, wow. That was a long pause, right? Do I have to keep on going back? It doesn't help that it does this where it glitches out. Okay, I have to make sure I don't alert the other enemies. After we get this quest done, we'll just... I hope to God that she does not make me go back over there. Or I hope this doesn't happen. Oh, I guess that was the end of the quest. Ugh, that was awful. That was a glitchy mess. I hope to never do that again. Yeah, that whole quest thing just interrupted our tangents about remaking older Final Fantasy games. But yeah, I would like a Final Fantasy VI remake. I think I could wait a little bit on the Final Fantasy X remake. But as a caveat, if they make a Final Fantasy X remake, they need to add Blitzball and make it with updated graphics. And once you do that, beg Yoshi P to put Blitzball into Final Fantasy XIV. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty sure everyone would love it. I would play the hell out of it. And I don't think it's just me. And with that, everyone, that's it.
Bye-bye.
Say, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll be back on tomorrow, as per usual. We'll think of like some of the story beats and stuff to put into their new remake of the different Final Fantasies. So with that, everyone, you stay safe out there, and peace out.